Greetings, fellow human beings. I hope that you are doing great. This is the second episode of my street photography project, Tourists. The idea is to document the tourist experience from a street photographer point of view. Alright, let's get into it. With this first photograph, the idea was to show how modern tools can both enhance our experience, here allowing the family to take a picture of themselves without relying on asking strangers, and hinder it with all the fiddling they require. I placed the lady on the right of the frame to give context and depth to the picture. She also hides a little bit of the noise in the background, but when shooting tourists, avoiding the crowd is almost impossible and not really necessary since it is a part of the topic. What I like the best about this picture is the man biting his tongue while struggling with his gadget. I think it adds emotion and humor to the picture. Here I just capture a bunch of colorful umbrellas with Osaka Castle as the background. Traveling means meeting different cultures. This photograph quite illustrates this fact since it shows an Indian monk talking to a Western man on the Japanese soil. I like the colorful contrast between the typical orange kesa worn by the monk and the equally typical jeans and t-shirt, in this instance red, of the white gentleman. The boldness and sunglasses of the two men symbolize that despite our differences, we are all the same. Finally, I like the religious hand gesture and face expression. They show the culture dialogue. Wherever we are from, we all tend to behave the same, looking for the same things in the same way. This is humanity. On a side note, it is interesting to see that despite carrying proper camera, some still prefer the convenience of a smartphone. I am glad that I could capture this man's face expression of contentment. Fun, even by yourself, again thanks to modern equipment, is a major part of the tourist's experience. And nowadays, we can share this feeling with our loved ones instantly with internet and social platforms. In my opinion, this photograph illustrates perfectly what is the tourist experience of the 21st century. When we travel, we often find our inner child. On this picture, I used the video arcade side as a foreground element to create both depth and a faded artistic component. I like the fact that the main subject as well as the men in the background are both smiling. It illustrates again the good time we have as tourists enjoying attractions. And I also like the fact that the main subject is looking at us. It communicates his emotion to the viewer. This photo might be my favorite. Although the subject is blurry, due to the fact that I set the camera at a slow shutter speed to gather more light in this dim arcade room, the movement actually emphasizes the excitement of the lady. We can feel the emotion through her big smile and through the motion of her hands and those of her partner clapping. Her proud and excited look toward the man is something that I'm glad to have captured. Besides, I also like the framing created by the arcade machines and the popping colors of the joysticks. They add to the joyfulness of the picture. Alright, I really want to let that tune roll because I freaking love it, but let me tell you about this photograph. I like the angle framing, which is pretty unusual for me, as I like my compositions to be straight and neat, but I think it is more dynamic this way. The reason why I went for this composition is because I wanted to keep a rather close focal length, here at 85mm, as I was focused on portraits, yet I wanted to get the man's face and entire arm. I like the fact that he is taking a self-portrait wearing a cap embroidered with the famous Hokusai Nami print. The few people passing behind add dynamic, and the red and blue bright colors give some pop to the photo. This photo is interesting because instead of showing the two subjects directly, I use their image on the phone, which piques the viewer attention. Here we have two layers of framing, that of the smartphone and that created by the silhouettes all around the device. Finally, the expression of joy of the two subjects and the fact that the lady points at the statue behind her makes this photo a success in my opinion. I saw this couple passing by, and beside the beauty of the girl, come on, let's be honest, I was attracted by the guy's tattoo, which matches his t-shirt's print. So I asked them if I could take their picture, and they kindly agreed. I think they look awesome. I have noticed that on holidays, people are more relaxed and inclined to accept their photo to be taken. How cool is this picture? I love the guy's stand. He's really dedicated to take the photo, right? So here you have it, guys. I really enjoyed this project because I could feel the joy, the excitement, and the relaxing of the people visiting Osaka. It gave me a fresh look on the city I've been living for the last decade. Seeing your own environment from somebody else's point of view is refreshing, especially when it's full of positive emotion like it is the case for tourists visiting your place. And here, the subject is endless since Osaka is a pretty popular destination with many things to see and do. So if you live near a touristy place, I encourage you to work your photography skills on this topic. It is pretty colorful, full of emotion, and just refreshing and fun to do. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and activate the notification bell for more videos like this. Enjoy the next extra photos of the session, and until next time, enjoy the ride and spread the love.